This is the 2021 Oak Ridge Row for Masters. All kinds of states come here, so you can see all the license plates of all the cars that show up at the races. A lot of rowing clubs, a lot of different boat manufacturers. You can see all the different sculls. There's all kinds of singles, twos, fours, eights. It's quite an event. A lot of people, a lot of competition. These are some of the singles. I took these videos. They had a screen that people could come and look at, so the quality of the video isn't great because I'm basically videoing a video on a screen outside, but you get a much better view of some of the racing. And so there were some really good singles in these races. Some of the races were extremely close, and somebody might be towards the back, but they might win because of the handicap. I raced, when you got the older age, you get a bigger handicap, so you don't know exactly where you are until the handicaps are in, but you can see the strength and some of these rowing people, how good they are. They're launching their boat for their doubles race. The 6:02.025 was 02:50. Was a time on a 2K done by Mike Connors. Siobhan Duff, Megan Hannawall. A double. This is the launching of their double. They've been an incredible team together for many years, won lots of gold. But again, some of the video up on the screen shows just how close these doubles are. It's just amazing, the competition. And they had some aerial views with some drone that gives another view of the races, and you can see just how strong and how in sync these rowers are. Here's some fours. We had the singles, the doubles, the quads. Again, the intensity of the races are amazing, and there's the finish line, and these boats are awful close. Many of these teams, they train all year together, and they've been together for many years, so they know each other, and they work together in harmony, and they make these boats really move. It's really a pleasure to watch just how good some of these teams are and how efficient they move that boat through the water. Again, this is an aerial view with a drone of the fours. You really get a good sense of how they row together and how competitive the races are when you can get these views. The video isn't great because I'm basically videoing a screen, but you can really see how well they work together and how efficient they are. But it's one of the faster boats. They also had some cameras down on the water, so you get a closer view of the teams working together and just really how competitive these races are. The last big group, here's the eights. Of course, the incredible power that can be generated by 8 rowers, and these things have really moved through. Again, you can see how competitive these racers are. Here with Nancy and John,
We're at the Oak Ridge National Masters Rowing Championships, and I just met them, so I don't know a lot about their rowing experiences, so we're going to find out, though. John and Nancy are married, and they row together, so that's something we want to talk about, just how that happened and how it's just an activity that keeps you together. Obviously you're in the same boat.
You're together, all right.
Where are you from now?
Well, we have an interesting story, but right now we live in Dawsonville, Georgia.
Okay.
We actually live on Lake Lanier in Dawsonville, and row out of our backyard.
Oh my gosh! So you can go right out of your house.
We do.
In the water.
And I have rowed for 55 years. I started in 65, whatever the math is.
Gosh, yeah.
At any rate,
what college?
Purdue University.
You're kidding me.
You?
I'm a Purdue graduate.
Awesome. Me too.
You're Purdue. 64, class of 64.
We were class of 6. Well, we started in 65. So
okay, yeah.
I took the long route. I got out in 70, but she got out earlier. So
yeah, I was a mechanical engineer.
Of course.
640 Russell. I was a FIGAM.
There you go.
And I swam on Purdue. Yeah. Back then, it was Captain Goose.
It's one of those things where I was a high school athlete, but I wasn't going to be a football, basketball player, or shot putter at Purdue. You don't.
Right.
At 6'3", you're not going to be a center in a Big Ten.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, I came to Purdue and went out as a walk-on in football, and it only took me a day to realize
this was a mistake, a terrible mistake.
I was 6'2" and 165 pounds.
Oh gosh!
I said, that's it.
No more.
Go to the swimming pool.
Yeah, go do something you can do.
Right, exactly. So go on.
Well, so I've been rowing ever since.
Did you row? And you rowed, so there was the team at Purdue. That's funny because I had a guy in my fraternity who rowed for Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
John
Vogel. It's
John Vogel.
What's it?
John Vogel.
Oh, I don't. I know the name, but yeah. I think he was before me. Well, Purdue's got actually it's a club team, but it's a very it's a great club team.
Yeah.
Club sport team.
What's the river?
The Wabash.
Wabash.
Yeah.
Escaped my mind.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Wabash.
But anyway, our story is that we actually went to high school together, and
is that right?
Graduated high school, went our separate ways, and were married, and her husband passed away, and we reconnected our 50th class reunion.
Isn't that something? Well, we have a similar story. We knew each other in the 80s. We were in a Bible study together in California.
There you go.
Her husband died. We reconnected after 30 years.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, there you go. So I lived in California too. 25 years. Really? In Southern.
We were San Fernando Valley.
There you go. I was in San Diego and Orange County.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go. Yes.
I spent the majority of my professional career in Rochester, New York. Rowed there, and I was athletic trainer at the University of Rochester and coached rowing some for.
Oh gosh, you've really been in it.
Yeah, and. But the interesting thing, I mean, I'm probably not the one that's really of interest here. It's Nancy, because when we were married, she'd never rowed a stroke. She started rowing at 68, 69 years old, and the first few times the first year we rowed in a double, and I was a 200-pound coxswain while she rowed in the double. I just sat there and set the thing up. And,
is that right?
And so we went out practically every day, and she rowed, and then we.
Well, you should first say that you refused to teach me. His friend from New York.
Yeah, our good friend over here actually.
That we were sitting with.
That we were sitting with actually taught her, but.
I said, well, I would like to learn because of the exercise.
Yeah.
And I thought, one and done.
I think it's the best all-around way to work the whole body.
Yeah. Oh, it
without banging your knees and stuff.
Exactly.
And the earth, it's just. arms, back, shoulders, legs. I mean,
Everything.
Everything.
I think
agree.
I'm still in it because unlike a runner or some of the other sports where you get so much of the landing forces and so on, my knees are still fine. I'm healthy, joint wise, and I know I did some running when I was.
Do you mind if we ask your age?
74.
I love it. 74. Nancy?
I'm older than he is.
You're kidding.
She's 74.
Very sobering.
4 months older.
I can't hardly believe it.
Well, who would lie about that, right? Nobody.
Yeah, I love it. I'm 79. And
I'm 71.
Yeah.
my wife's
You guys,
71.
you folks look great too.
You do.
I mean, we have similar interests. I mean, we have a lot of friends, and Nancy has a business who very, very close friends who are in their 80s or late 70s, 80s, and so on. And, you know, we look at some of these people and say, we could help you. You need to do something.
Right.
You need to exercise. You need to get involved in something. It doesn't necessarily have to be rowing. And I'm actually working on a website. It's going to be a free website, but I part of my professional career, I was a sports trainer, athletic trainer, and so I'm working on a website that just talks about exercises that older people can do. I mean, you know, as we get older, we lose balance, we lose range of motion, we walk bent over, and
Right. I had both knees replaced, and my range of motion in my knees is real limited.
yeah.
Yes.
I still run.
And a lot of that doesn't have to happen. A lot of that doesn't have to. I mean, you knee replacement, but the fact is that there are balance exercises that people can do that helps them to.
Well, you'll have to give us your websites that we can put it on our network so that people
He's
can
just
know.
getting it finalized. Yeah.
Right.
And that'll be good.
Yeah. Well,
People need that.
They do.
You know?
Absolutely do.
Yeah, and as I said, it's not. I'm not going to get any money. It's a
Make a difference.
exercise ministry. If you call it that. And,
Well, that's to tell you the truth. This is our ministry. We go around the country doing events, talking to people how they can increase the quality of their life by getting involved. That's our thing. Get involved. Some activity.
Right.
But we're also very conservative, Bible-believing Christians that believe, you know,
as are we.
that's the most important thing in your life.
Absolutely.
But we use athletics
Yeah.
as a tool to help
A bridge.
open a bridge.
Yes.
Exactly. Because we want to help people not only with their quality of life now, but more importantly is the forever.
I hear you.
And so, you know, Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.
Yeah, we're right on that page for sure. Absolutely.
Well, beautiful. But,
We're right with you.
Yeah.
so we never know what people's belief system is when we meet them and talk to them.
Of course.
But we're always encouraged when we meet other Christians.
Well, you know, many people are intimidated by rowing.
Yes.
Because you think, oh, I could never do that. And you just have to do something. You just have to try, you know?
Yeah.
And it was awful. The first time he put me in a boat, I said, I hate this. Get me out. Because it's so unstable.
Well, yes, it's
Truth is, I put her in a single and pushed her off.
Oh, my God.
I had a hold of it. That wasn't stuff.
He had a hold of it. But I said, get me out of this. And
I was in the water. It was the swimming club for me in rowing because I didn't realize until I finally said, "Hey, don't think about balance. Just get those oars out there."
Yes.
So you know that's what keeps you floating.
Yes. Well, I didn't realize that. All I wanted was out of the boat. And
Now,
then
what Nancy does now is we have we bought a used single and we put. She calls them floaties, but they're pontoons on the regulars.
I'm very cavalier. I go everywhere on the lake, and there's boats, and I don't swim. That's something you should know. So that's an important thing.
I love it. Do they have the pontoons?
Yeah, I've got the pontoons. If I flip over, I figure I can tread water till the Lord comes. So I'm not worried. But that would stop many people. The thing is, you can't be stopped.
Yeah.
Your health is at stake. Get on with it. You know.
That's right.
So
people have just gotta they're intimidated, they're scared.
You just go
Don't think-
learn it, just
Yeah.
like you do everything else.
And you're a complete example of, hey, I didn't want this.
Yeah,
Now that I'm in it,
yeah.
it's
don't
made a
wanna give
big.
it up.
You don't want to
Oh,
stop.
no, we row every day, but we were,
And we
you know,
in the wintertime we go down to Sarasota, Florida, and when we're down there, we don't row, but we ride bikes every day.
Yeah.
And I don't think Nancy had ridden a bike in
ever.
50 years.
Well, 7th grade.
That doesn't mean she
So-
wasn't active. I mean,
Yeah.
very
No,
active
I was
walker
active,
and
but-
worked out in the gym and so
Yeah.
on. But
Well, I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
It never occurred to me to ride a bike, but I ride 10, 12 miles a day when we're down there.
Yeah. We
So-
live in Windermere, Florida.
Oh, I know where that is.
My kids are in Chattanooga, most of our kids, although we have one in Charlotte.
Yeah.
But we do a lot of bike riding, and I'm in the rowing club in Orlando as well. It's called
Mhm.
Oars.
mhm.
So I
That's
get a chance
fabulous.
to row in Chattanooga and in.
That's
Orlando.
fabulous. But
Yeah.
we love it.
It's a lifestyle. I think.
It
I
is.
think the thing we try
Healthy.
and communicate to people is you've got to get a lifestyle
Yeah.
of something. What, even if it's just walking with a friend.
Mhm.
Something.
Rowing
Exactly.
is intense. Rowing
Yeah,
is a lot
It is.
more.
Yeah.
It is, but it doesn't have to be.
Okay,
I mean,
you're the coach. Yeah.
You can go out and walk rowing. I mean, the equivalent to walking, because if you're not racing,
beautiful.
Nancy rows, but she doesn't race.
No.
So that
He said, well, maybe we should compete together here. And I said, how fast do you have to row? He said, 30.
30 strokes a minute.
I said,
at least.
I have never hit a 30. I do 26.
That's close.
So I said, and I'm happy. So
but you can I believe that you can go out, get a nice row in, get conditioning in, and see the beauty of the water, see
Oh, yeah.
God's creation out
Yeah.
there. Just
When
awesome.
you're out in that smooth water,
Oh, it's
and there's
beautiful.
no phones, there's no distractions.
I
It's
play
like-
my praise music, and
Oh, I love it.
just I'm in heaven out there. You
Yeah.
just
See,
feel-
every once in a while she takes a picture and
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
puts it on
Sunrise.
Facebook.
I do sunrise picture with the oar so they can see it, and I just think I'm blessed.
Oh,
Really.
that's fantastic.
I'm blessed to be able to do it. Heaven knows.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well,
yeah, it's
I rode with a
wonderful.
good friend, a believer, yesterday
They get
by the name of Bill Maher. Bill was a bronze medalist in the '68 Olympics.
oh my God.
And,
Loves the Lord. Loves the Lord.
we said beforehand, he said that, win or lose, we're blessed to be able to be out here and do this.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right. Isn't
Yep.
that the truth?
We had a great row and
We are.
finished second by,
But that's so
And
right.
but who cares? I mean, it was,
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah, there
it was
were
absolute
people
blessing.
cheering like crazy. I said
Oh,
that really caused a stir.
I love it.
So anyway, people need to be active. You need to eat
They
healthy, be healthy, think healthy,
And they need to
and
have
be
that,
active.
that peace and contentment,
Right.
joy that
Right.
only the relationship with the Lord can bring.
Only.
There's no other
No.
source.
No.
And we that's our passion.
Well, that's
We-
our passion.
And we're
Yeah.
glad that's
Yeah.
such a blessing to know that.
It is.
Yeah.
But
Well,
we do, even people that have no belief system, and we've met a lot of people that say, well, you only go around once, and blah, 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 And we, in fact, I forgot it, doggone it, I wrote a pamphlet, we give it to people, I wish we had one here, I would give you guys one too. It's called Consider the Odds.
Yeah.
It's the probability that this universe was created, or
Yeah.
the human body.
right, really?
It's like, give me a break. We evolved. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
That
right.
takes more.
That takes
that's
more faith than anything else. Exactly.
Exactly.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think so either.
But that is
Well.
so great. That is so encouraging. What you've said, and I'm sure there's a lot more to your story, but that's really encouraging.
Well, we came from very different perspectives of it, but I was active and I wanted to be active, and I'm not fearful. And I said, I can learn this.
Yeah.
I'll do it. So, but
still-
you can do it how you
Got
want.
to talk to her. I'm still getting her. I still got to get her
Got me on the
involved.
erg.
I got her on
That's
the erg.
awful. That erg is
Gator bait.
punishment.
Erg is.
Oh, well, you're in Florida.
Yeah. And they
Yeah.
are out there.
Yeah, I'm
Now
going to
they're in
have
Lake
to.
Conway for 9 years. and-
Yeah.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. You're
My
welcome.
pleasure.
That was a
Thank you.
wonderful
Yeah.
We want to thank you for watching RedefiningAging.us. I'm John Disterdick, your host. And our goal for the series is pretty simple. We just want to enhance the quality of people's lives. So if you know of an event that you think would be one for good for us to cover, please fill out the form on our website, and not only the event and what it is, where it is, when it is, and if there's a person you know that you think would be a good person for us to do a testimony on in some event, please let us know. And if you want a fuller description of my testimony, you can either go to johndisterdick.com and look under ministry, or you can go here at redefiningaging.us. We appreciate your viewership. God bless, and hope to see you on more shows.